We're going to talk about sights, fixed and adjustable. And this firearm happens to have adjustable sights, so I should not miss, right? No way I even got the bowling pin. Let's see if we can hit the gong. Since we are adjusted, or are we? We hit it. We are so well adjusted, it's amazing. Mr. Hogg, you need another bullet. Saved one for him. Yes, we're going to talk about fixed sights versus adjustable sights. I've got a Glock with adjustable sights, and then a 9mm, same thing with 19 and 34 with kind of fixed sights. You can move the rear sight lateral if you want to, and you can always switch out sights on most semi-automatic pistols, not all. But just for sake of discussion, they're more fixed than the 34. We've got some Smith & Wesson, some revolvers. These are really counterparts. This is a Model 13, essentially the same as this firearm, the 19, except it has a shroud right here on the 19, and it has adjustable sights. It's a little bit nicer gun, I guess you would say, in some ways. And the same up here. I've got another Smith, the Model 65 with no rear sights. Essentially, everything is fixed. That's about as fixed as you get, isn't it? And then you have a 357 38 special, with adjustable sights, that kind of thing. So we're going to compare, and also brought out the GP100 with fixed sights. I brought out a Colt single action with fixed sights. I had to have an excuse to bring that out, didn't I? Just like a Glock, it's going to show up if there's any justification whatsoever. So fixed versus adjustable. Again, not everything you wanted to know, but just want to touch on it to some extent, as I don't think we've talked about it much, and partly to dispel maybe a myth or two. Okay, now adjustable sights, as we can imagine, make a firearm generally more versatile. Like this 357 Magnum. I should be able to hit better with it, just like I should be able to hit a little bit better maybe with that Glock 34. And let's put some 38 special in it and see. I don't know, maybe I can't hit anything, but I'm able to adjust the sights on this thing, and if it shoots high, I can adjust that rear sight, and I can make up for that. So I should be able to hit something with it, whether I want to or not, like old Mr. Hogg down there. See, that plate, whoops, I let it off a little bit before I meant to. How about Mr. Cowboy right in the hat? Yeah, I think I got him in the hat, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Click, yeah. So I should be able to hit really whatever I want to hit, and not have a lot of misses with this baby, because I don't have any excuse in terms of the sights. I can move it laterally. What laterally means, you folks in Kentucky, my relatives, you know what that means. I can move it side to side. I can adjust my windage. I know you know what windage is in Kentucky, right? You all invented it, Kentucky windage, and we appreciate it. We use it a lot. So I can adjust for windage, elevation, and that works out pretty well, doesn't it? Now we delve into that world, that primitive world of fixed sights, all right? And maybe I just should shoot this one right here with no sights, not even a hammer. Well, it's been filed off by some goofball like myself. And so look at that. It's just a piece of metal up there. Nothing to adjust there. See if I can hit anything with fixed sights, because I'll give you a clue. I did not adjust these sights, okay? I've owned this firearm for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. I'll do the math here. But I've just tried to refrain from adjusting the sights on this one. Pretty funny, huh? So let's see if we can hit anything. I'll even shoot double action. How's that? Woohoo! Feels good. Let me throw one at the gong. Got him. Double action. Maybe dispelling a myth to some extent that you have to have adjustable sights. All right, I was kind of over bragging. on the adjustable sights, because you don't always need adjustable sights. That's one of the points I wanted to make. It's nice, but there are disadvantages to both. And you can feel free to share your opinions. Now, by and large, if it's a serious target handgun, or for hunting, you know, where you don't want to be limited to 5 yards, you know, and you want to be able to hit something with precision, either hunting or just competition. It may be some moderate to longer distances. You probably need some good sights on it, something you can adjust, because there's a good chance if you're competing or you're hunting, you're going to be maybe using a variety of bullets. You might decide to change the load you're loading, maybe a heavier bullet or maybe a more powerful bullet for certain applications for hunting or competition. Okay, you may be experimenting a lot for what feels like the most accurate round for you, reducing the power factor or increasing the power factor. So you've got all that, and all of that could involve a need to adjust the sights, you know, really could. And then even for a carry gun, a firearm for shorter distances, which generally we consider a defensive firearm or carry firearm, you might prefer adjustable sights just so that you can do the same thing and feel more comfortable with tailoring your own loads, finding ammo you like, and then you want the elevation to be right where it hits, where you want it to hit, you know, based on where you hold the sights, your sight picture and all that. So that just might be something you want, adjustable sights. You're going to wear it in an outside the waistband holster or even an inside the waistband holster, or in some way those sights are not going to snag on anything anyway, and you feel you get a better sight picture. You generally do. We can make the generalization that with adjustable sights you often get a little better sight picture, maybe it's a little crisper sight picture, plus you can also more easily, or you can just change it out. Okay, you can't change it out on this baby, you know. You can't change it out at all. But if it's set up for sights, adjustable sights like this one, then even the old Smith & Wessons, there's replacement sights you can put on there. You could paint it. You get outline sights. You get red ramped. I thought I had one of those out here. I didn't. Yeah, I'll do it. You can have a red ramp. You know, that's kind of nice. So you just can do more with it. You can even replace that front sight if you want to. So, you know, that's the thing. Now, there's advantages also to fixed sights. Again, the reason I ground off the hammer spur there, it makes this thing cleaner, more snag free. It's kind of a melted effect, kind of like the Glock. One of the things that some of us like about the Glock, or firearms like it, is there's just they're snag free pretty much, you know, and that's the advantages and disadvantages of that. You don't have a lot of sight up there, but there's just not a lot of stuff on that to snag or to hang on, you know. And, you know, revolvers like this, little pocket revolvers, you know, like the 642 that I like so much, same thing, you know, hammer's concealed, and, you know, it's not going to hang on anything. So the big advantages to that. Big if though. If and as long as you can see the sights and you can shoot it all right. You know, you don't have to have some incredible sight picture on a defensive firearm. Maybe you're going to be shooting, you know, from here to here or whatever. You need to be able to hit what you need to hit at close range. And, you know, you're not talking about highly precise shots at long range. Okay? So the disadvantages to that is, again, you can't change out the sights. It's hard to get a better sight picture. And if you want to do some long range shooting, even though you saw me hit the gong with this, and I don't know, one of the others I think, but well, the Glock and different things, you don't need highly precise sights to hit targets of reasonable size. You really don't. So if you're someone who you haven't been into firearms all that long, you don't have a lot of experience with various types of sights and firearms, handguns especially, you might be of the impression that a firearm is just worthless without adjustable sights, and it's just not the case.